Sir, very happy evening to all. Sir, this video is exclusively for CA final students, those who are going to write in this coming November. Sir, as you all know that CA final direct tax is a very voluminous paper. I hope that your preparations are going very well. If that is the case, very happy, sir. If anyone feeling that, sir, I don't know where to start, where to end, lot of topics are there, what I have to focus, then I have made a 15-day study plan for you. If you are able to spend 2.5 hours, and if you are writing only G2, you can spend up to 3 to 4 hours of your time. If you are completing this on a daily basis, 15 days you can complete once. That means for this attempt itself, at least 2 times you can complete the portions. I have not covered the entire portions. I have covered only what is relevant for examination. And I have done a research, my dear lovable students. I gone through the entire RTP and MTP, and I have calculated the mark weightage. How they are asking the question is basically, sir, from assessment procedure, they are asking for nearly 20 mark. 20 to 25 mark are coming from assessment procedure. Because we have not studied assessment procedure at inter level, they are testing assessment procedure for 20 minimum, 20 to 25 marks. We can say it as max. Non-resident is the hero. From there you are getting 30 marks minimum to max, my dear lovable students, it is going up to 35 marks. A big important area, non-resident. Then assessment of various entities, special entities I am talking about, from that they are asking 20 mark. So this itself gave you nearly 70 mark, my dear lovable students. The remaining 30 mark is IFOS, capital gain and PGBP, because computation of total income. Anyway, the opening question, I am talking about descriptive, 14 marks is coming. And below itself they are asking either partnership firm or some other special entities for 8 marks. So 20, 25, 22 marks they are parking there. So if you are able to revise IFOS, capital gain and PGBP, then that 30 mark also in your pocket. Sir, how to study this voluminous subject? I have classified that subject into 3 categories. Part A is assessment procedure. Part N is non-resident. Part M is, sir, method of computation of total income of various entities. That's how I split. In day number 1, you just complete the assessment procedure like 139. What are the preparatory works to be done by AO? All those stuffs. What is the notice? Those time limits. And in non-resident, transfer pricing is a very important area. Prepare transfer pricing. This is a 6 mark area for examination, especially the method of computation like cost plus method, profit split method, sir, transaction net margin method, all those stuffs. And math, sir, after they bring the new tax regime, math does not have much relevance, but don't omit math. Sometimes they may ask for 6 to 8 mark in examination. That is very simple only. So math, sir, this may be an optional area, that is not mandatory sure, but prepare math, don't leave it. Then day 2, from assessment area you can prepare appeals and revisions. Again redo transfer pricing. This is a 6 mark area for examination. So once you are thorough with transfer pricing, that 6 mark you can ensure. And here math for Ind AS company is there. Sir, either they will ask normal math or math for Ind AS company. If they are asking math for Ind AS company, they won't ask what? A big question. Because only 3 things has to be added back and 3 things has to be reduced in math for Ind AS company. Why are we losing that or skipping that area? Don't do that. Then from assessment procedure from day 3, rectification proceedings 154, that is a very important area for examination. Then another sure short 6 mark area, double taxation avoidance agreement. Surely one question. Even I have uploaded the RTP of DTA question, beautiful question. I have explained, sir, by taking 45 minutes of time. If you want, you can refer that video. And AMT and 10A, they won't ask an exclusive question from AMT or 10A. Basically, they will club with partnership firm. So that area you just go through. penalty proceedings. They are asking exclusive penalty, chapter penalty classified into 3 category, 270A. Please go through 270A question, that is amount of penalty calculator. Then 271A, 271AA, 271AAB, 271AAC, 271AAD, 271AAE, 271B, 271BA, 271C, 271CA, 271D, 271DA, 271DB, 271FA, 271FAA, 271FAB. So like that, those penalty sections please revise, because from that area questions are asking. There are advanced issues in transfer pricing. Sir, 94A Plinja, person located in non-jurisdictional area. 94B borrowings, basically more than 1 crore interest if you are paying, that excess interest should be added back. And 94CE is secondary adjustments, my dear lovable students, a very important area, because even in RTP, MTP that area has been tested. Sir, you have to repatriate within 90 days, otherwise 18% tax rate, additional tax rate. And taxation of trust, you can leave any part but don't leave taxation of trust. This is sure shot 8-mark area. Sir, even math is an option, but transfer pricing sure shot 6 mark, DTA sure shot 6 mark, from this area sure shot 6 mark, because all this area repeated in RTP, MTP1, and they will repeat even in MTP2 also, and wait and see, they will repeat even in question paper also. Sir, taxation of trust, mandatory 8-mark area for examination, don't leave trust. Trust includes both trust and the exit tax, calculation of exit tax, my dear lovable students. That's why 2 days I put for trust, prepare trust, very comfortable. Then prosecution proceedings, that 1 or 2 marks only, 275A, 275B, that prosecution proceedings have that only one table is there, thorough that prosecution proceedings. Interpretation of tax treaties, from this area they are not testing much, because every question paper they are testing BEPS, one of the action plan out of 15 action plan. That's why I put, sir, 2 days BEPS, 1 day you complete 7 action plan, and the remaining 7 or 8 whatever it may be, you complete on the next day. Here they are surely asking 6 mark, mandatory area, this you mandatory complete, BEPS. Sir, they may take shift from BEPS to taxation of interpretation of tax treaties and model tax convention, which is the comparison between the OECD model and UN and US model. So this is one slot, regularly they are not testing. Generally they are putting a question from BEPS, but they may leave BEPS and they may come to this area. That's why I put both. Then taxation of political party electoral trust, a 4-mark question, may come, may not come. Business trust, REIT mandatory, InvIT, REIT or InvIT. Then securitization trust and investment fund. This is an important area, expected 6-mark area for examination. Sir, then day number 6 you do demand and recovery proceedings. If you have not prepared anything much about demand and recovery, now you don't start preparing this part, because not much relevant, may ask 3 or 4 more question, leave it. And refund proceedings also, refund also. If you have not prepared much into refund, leave this part also. If you have prepared already, well and good, that's it. Sir, then day number 8, you have to here start with PGBP. The entire PGBP provisions, my dear lovable students. Then take a break here, because by this you would have completed the assessment procedure 1 round. The repeat same thing for second time, assessment procedure, appeals and revision, rectification proceedings, penalty proceedings, prosecution proceedings, demand and recovery and refund proceedings. Basically assessment area is a 7, classified into 7 category. This 7 will give you a minimum mark of 20 to 25 mark. And coming to the non-resident, equalization levy, anyway once you complete BEPS, the action plan number 1 is equalization levy. 165, 165A, don't miss that, very important area for examination, my dear lovable students, a very, very important area for examination. Don't leave equalization levy in your preparation. Tax rate 115A, subsection 1, clause A and clause B, especially clause B FR has been changed from 10% to 20%, there is an amendment. So from this area, they will not ask an exclusive question, but they will give a mixed question. Because these all are tax rate, 115AB OFO, 115AC GDR, 115ACA GDR for a non-resident, 115AD, sir, mark this because very important. Specified fund is there, FIA is there, they have amended some benefit to the specified fund, so 115AD. And 115BBA, non-resident sportsman, they may ask that Smith question is very important part. So these all are tax rates and IFRS and capital gain, and here IFRS and capital gain you just go through. And NRI basically 115C, 115D, 115E, 115F, that also you go through. Sir, in this one of that only they will test. Either tax rate they will be testing, 1 6-mark question they may test. Sir, in here residential status they used to test, sir. For a company especially, sir, if you are having time, go through poem. Sir, that is very important area for examination. Here exemptions are there, section 10 exemption, one table is available in the book. That is the first chapter of non-resident, 10.4, 10.6, like that it goes. And presumptive taxation, very important area for examination. 44 sir, B, 44 BB, 44 triple B, 44 BBA, all those stuffs, sir. Presumptive taxation. You know, for this attempt from 44C they have asked a 6-mark question, head office expenditure, which is 5% of the adjusted total income or actual head office expenditure, whichever is lower. How to compute that adjusted total income as asked for 6 marks in RTP. So this area please go through. And go through the company's tax rate, read with company and partnership firm. What I am suggesting to you is computation of tax payable question, the first 14-mark question. Daily solve, one day one question, which may be company or partnership firm. Then reasonably, I will tell you, man, the remaining topics, if you don't prepare, leave it, no problem at all. Because in the coming 25 days, 30 days or 40 days, those who are writing what I am saying only what G2, prepare these topics mandatory. If you ask me to list, I will tell you transfer pricing, don't skip, mandatory 6 mark. This is a red signal, there should not be any second thought on this. DTAA mandatory 6 mark, 12 mark. Sir, advanced issues 94A, 94B, 94C mandatory. Sir, if you don't have time at all, if you are asking me what is the option I can take, sir, very risky option, interpretation of tax theories and model tax convention. If you have nothing you don't, you can. But BEPS, don't leave it. It's a general tendency, this swap is always, sir, expected. Sir, BEPS is mandatory. BEPS is mandatory. BEPS including equalization levy, because equalization levy is part of what? Action plan number 1. And tax rate, this all are one combo only. Actually, you will get a 6 mark only from this many section. So this is one mandatory area. And residential status poem, they may test, sir, exemption presumptive taxation. This from this area you can expect a 6 mark. Sir, how much 6 mark you are putting, sir? Sir, that much is there. You take the RTP and MTP have analyzed and then only I am doing the video. That is 1, sir, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means nearly 35 marks, 30 to 35 marks they are strongly asking from non-resident. These areas don't skip. And 20 mark, there is no inside split and all. Sir, penalty will come for how much mark? I don't know. They are asking some question 4 mark, 6 mark, 8 mark, 10 mark, like that. They are spreading assessment procedure giving a weightage of 20 marks. 20 minimum. If you want, you can take the RTP and count the marks. I have done it. That's why I am saying. Fine. Sir, various entities, which area I have to mandatorily see that computation of total income. The first question basically, and also they are having a new trend. It's like a, sir, 14 plus 8 mark trend they have made this area. For this, you should have a strong understanding in capital gain, IFOS and PGBP. So better you do take one question from computation of total income, daily do one question, then that 20-25 mark will be covered here. Then this and all, sir, trust is mandatory again an 8 mark, sir, it's an 8 mark area. Sir, I have prepared a list where you are not supposed to leave anything. So try to complete, sir, all, have a proper plan. Always when the volume is more, what we will do, you know, we will be studying one thing for long time. Or we will thinking that this will not over, this much is there, I have not studied properly. My dear lovable students, last 30 days plays a major role in your life. Every person who are going to become a chartered accountant will go through the mental status what you are going through. If you are having any doubt, you just think of your inter. What was your mental state? Are you 1000% confident that you are going to clear your inter? Never. We still have lot of chapters in some subjects also. So make utilize of every day perfectly. If you are struggling to, sir, what to do with regard to DT, if this is helpful, inform me by way of your comments. It is always very happy to read from my side, my dear lovable students. So I am wishing you all the very best. These are the major areas you have to take care. We will meet at the appropriate time. Thank you. Bye bye from my end.